Here we have Rose, symbol ROSE versus the dollar. It's actually not Rose, it's Oasis Network, I suppose for Rose. Short term, a little bit of a pullback probably implied here, or will be confirmed with any sort of a 4-hour closure below 47.70, and that would imply targets back down. I'm just kind of visualizing this, what, about 40 cents. I'm visualizing the move. I'm using the secret to populate the move right here, but we do have a bit of a head and shoulders right there. Measure move would be, yeah, directly down to the 200 simple, so that'd be about 40 cents or so. Not bearish though, man. This thing is actually probably the best chart that we've seen today for the more medium to long term, but short term, could it pull back here? Yeah, absolutely. Weekly, obviously closing on new ultimate highs is going to be, good. So short term pullback somewhere down around low 40 cents is completely fine. I imagine that comes alongside of a Bitcoin pullback as well. I do want to see if higher term time frames are looking more corrective from a stochastic momentum perspective, but I suspect that this one's among some of the better ones. Yeah, daily is turning down here, as is the weekly is actually not. It stays up above 34 cents, and 5-day is up above 42 cents. Very interesting. Full hour is doing what is flippy floppy, but about to turn down below 49 cents. I do think that this one's setting up for a bit of a short-term correction, to be fair. However, after that correction, let's say down somewhere around low 40 cents, I'm looking for this one to bounce and very likely continue on with a macro rally, maybe around end of this month, January, very likely in early February in this case. But yeah, one of the best charts that we've seen today. I would really only invalidate long-term bullishness with a daily closure below, let's say, 35 cents. Until then, all higher term time frames and long-term bullish. I'm just looking for a short-term correction here and then come back to it after that, assuming that invalidation condition is not met. I think this is actually one of the better charts that we've seen. So hopefully that was helpful. And there you go for Rose. Maybe we talked about like long-term continuation targets if it's relevant here. I don't necessarily. Do I have any? Yeah, I do actually have some. It would be, I guess, more around 72.5 cents. And then like very long term would be, a buck and a quarter to a buck and a half. Like, that would be months down the road, obviously. But for right now, yeah, one of the more interesting charts, in fact. So there you go for Rose.